It's been over 2 months since I've recorded like an actual podcast, separate from the Halloween one. Mad, isn't it?
I love that Halloween one, honestly. That was so good.
You want to do the intro?
How do I do an intro?
However you want it.
Welcome to episode 6 of the YUPPOSCAST.
Yep.
Yep podcast.
Through the magic of editing, it'll look professional.
Okay, I'll
So-
trust you.
But yeah, so welcome back, or welcome to if you're a new viewer. But we've got regular viewers now, so welcome back to the Yet podcast.
Hi!
And we've got my sister here, finally.
Finally.
It took a while, but you're here.
I have 2 heavy-duty kids.
You have, and a good one at that.
Oh, don't make me
So,
cry.
but it's nice to finally have you here
Thank you.
on the sofa. It's nice to be back on the sofa and not in the forest. 6 weeks we was in that forest, not staying there, but like kept going back there. It's nice just to sit on the sofa. Oh, but you look, Christmas is the Christmas special.
Yeah, I'm slightly jealous of that.
What, the Halloween special?
Yes.
What do you mean jealous?
Well, I would have loved to have gone to that. I really would have loved to have gone to that, but you know how it is with my boys and that lot. But I'm still celebrating Halloween sort of by drinking my pumpkin spice.
Yeah, oat milk. I've got a Kit Kat one.
No, it's pumpkin spice all the way for me. Right up until Christmas Eve when it's either gingerbread man or hazelnut.
Nice. Oh, I love it. Have you seen the Quality Street coffees?
Yeah, they're too syrupy for me.
You know the purple one and the green triangle one?
Green triangle one's not bad, but everything caramel based flavored, I just find that in coffee a bit too syrupy, a bit too medicine-y.
I don't really like caramel as a thing though. Like
Oh
on
really?
cake
I
or
didn't know
chocolate.
that.
No, you know like caramel bars. No, I don't like caramel.
Really?
I think it's sickly. I don't even like it as a sauce. Not here for it.
Okay. I did not know that.
But yeah, so
Now
now
like the purple one,
the purple, that's just hazelnut, isn't it?
hazelnut and caramel.
Is it?
Yes.
I do like caramel then. It's fine. That's the only exemption I would make for caramel. I don't even like Cadbury's caramel bars. I love Cadbury's, but I don't like caramel.
No, I get what you mean.
I don't like the feeling of it on your teeth, and I can't do it.
I don't think you can beat the Galaxy caramel. I think that one's my favorite.
Cadbury's better than Galaxy.
No, I'm talking about the caramel. The
caramel
that comes in a Galaxy chocolate bar, I would say is a million times better than the Cadbury's one.
See, no, just you say caramel and you half lose me. It's too chocolate's perfect on its own. What was that noise?
That was my phone.
Okay, chocolate's perfect on its own. It don't need caramel. They don't even mix well. It's not even a good.
I'm not a big
into one.
I get what you mean. I'm not the biggest caramel fan. You ask my husband on that one. I'm really not the biggest caramel fan. But I would say there are some exemptions with certain types of caramel that I like. Like, I think the only one, to be honest, is the Galaxy caramel.
Pardon me. Yeah, I don't mind Galaxy chocolate, but
back in the 90s, Cadbury caramel was the shiz. I still haven't seen it yet.
You need to watch. Right.
I haven't watched the first one or the second one.
Well, I'm here for this, swaying through topics. Yeah, Wicked for Good. We went and saw that. We posted it on the account. Honest to God, that film, I was so good throughout it. I've been looking forward to it for a year. So was Sarah Jane. We built all this hype up. So was Leah. Me and Brooke. We've been talking about it for ages. We got through the film. I didn't tear up once. I don't cry at films. The only film I've ever cried at was Avengers Endgame, when Tony Stark and Black Widow died. I got to the last 20 minutes of that film. Grown 18-year-old sat there, bawling his eyes out over 2 witches.
I don't do superheroes.
Yes. Avengers Endgame, yes, sad, whatever. I won't give too many spoilers because it's still a bit new. But you know, there's a cupboard scene. That sounds weird, but it will make sense. It killed me. And I looked over at Sarah Jane. She was gone.
I actually went to the cinema to watch Endgame.
You saw Endgame?
Yeah. Me and Ashley went.
What did you think of it? Like, was it one of the cinemas where it was like hyped up?
I'm more DC than Marvel, so
DC's good, but Marvel's better.
yeah, I just prefer DC.
Fair enough. But yeah, Endgame. I remember I was 19. How old was I in 2019?
6 years ago.
How old am I now? 18. So I was 12. No.
You were 12.
11. I had to look back. I've got a maths test on Thursday as well. 11. I remember because me and Leah and Dad went to see that, and that was the only film I've ever been to the cinema with Dad to see, and even he thought it was good.
You were 11.
11.
It's hard to think of you as a little kid.
6 years ago. 8.
I'm pretty sure you were 12. You're 18. 18 minus 6 is 12.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. I was 12.
You were 12.
Never mind, the pinky lied. Honestly, sidetrack. The point is, Wicked's a really good film, and you should go and see it. I love Glinda. She's my wife.
Glinda or Ariana Grande? Because I'm pretty sure you would be able to cope with someone who uses certain funny words.
Yeah.
Like mispronounces the words. I think I'm 90% sure that would drive you a bit balmy.
Yeah, Ariana Grande on her own. My wife. She just don't know it.
I thought Sabrina Carpenter was your wife.
They don't know about each other, right? You've got to keep it quiet. Anyway, moving on from that topic, I wanted to ask you, so I ain't got to ask you properly, looking at my sword from the Halloween special. By the way, that video we posted of us in our costumes, it looked, because Sarah Jane looked at it and she said, Bill, I'm being honest with you, it come out a bit cringy because, and it was not my fault, when we was in the car park and I wanted to show off our costumes, I said to them, right, we'll film a TikTok and we'll just walk into frame, put a song over it. They was like, yeah. Leah and Cameron stood behind the camera. I turned round, it was just me in the middle. They left me.
I think it's the mum in me, but when I see young people doing that, like just wearing costumes and having fun, I love to see that.
Exactly.
I would rather see young people honestly cracking up, having a good old time, wearing costumes and being silly like that, than running around with knives in the streets and doing God knows what with God knows who.
Sword instead. No, exactly.
It's plastic.
Yeah. Shh, don't break the illusion.
It's a toy.
But yeah, no, that wasn't my fault that come off cringy because they.
I didn't see it cringy. I saw it as a young fella having fun.
Exactly, and they left me to having to call them in, abandoned in the car. I fell over that day. I never posted the video because I got it on camera. We done a skit where it was like advertising the Halloween special, and Cameron appears out of nowhere because he had clown makeup done by me. So as I run away, so much was happening. I slipped and fell over like a cartoon, landed on my ass. Completely separate to what happened. 5 minutes after that, there was a fight. There was a fight in front of us. I'm stood there watching.
I really hope you got your butt out of there.
Oh, we're stood by the car. But the thing was though, yeah. Again, this is sidetracking. We ain't even started properly. When we was watching it, you know how fights go in the place we was in.
Yeah.
Colleen, I'm not even joking. You, he threw one punch, they threw another, and I thought they was having a laugh because he didn't run away. He skipped. I've watched this man skip away, and the security's run over in like a team of 6, like the Avengers. And this man skipped past us, just happily, like, not even just skipping away. The other man's on the floor.
Skipping Olympic.
Skipping, like, it's so, like, looked happy. And the other man's just led on the floor and got up. Genuinely. And in front of them, me, Leah and Cam just all burst out laughing. Because it went from this fight to just someone skipping away. And he literally just went off into the distance. I don't know where he went. He just went onto the darkness by the bridge. God. So completely sidetracking what I was going to ask you. Again, this is what happens when we film a podcast. There's so many sidetracks. Watching the Halloween special, what did you think of it?
Again, jealousy.
Jealousy.
I was
It would have been so good to have you there.
Jealous. Like, I love being scared. But I love being scared at real things. You know, like people wearing masks or a scary film. It doesn't scare me because it's fake. It's Hollywood. It's not real.
Exactly.
But being scared of something real.
Exactly.
Like, and I was so jealous, especially when you got to take Jason and Carly.
Do you know how we had got them to agree? I messaged him randomly one night. It was really creepy. I was like, look, we're filming a podcast, a Halloween special. Would you and Carly just want to meet us at a forest? And he agreed to it. For some reason, he agreed to it.
Because Jason loves all that sort of stuff. Even years ago, when I used to hang around with him when I was your age, he used to love that sort of stuff.
Honestly, it was great. And one thing we can say about that, everything in that was 100% real. None of it was dramatized.
Again, jealous. Quit bragging about it.
And everything that happened there, you can't explain. Obviously, you can put some bits together, but there's bits there you can't explain, like the machine moving on its own, the noises you hear, the whispers, and how many times it said Sky's name. Like, even in the video, there was about 50 times more it said it that didn't make it into the video because it would have been 3 hours long. And now it stands at 2.5. Oh, Honestly, it was. And when we done the cleanse, when we went there the third night, I was like, I don't like how fascinated it was on her. We went there and we done a cleanse. Well, I didn't know they was going to do a cleanse, so I'm stood there with the camera. I'm like, right, what do I do? So I sort of just stood aside as Leah and our ghost medium was just walking around like this doing a cleanse. I'm terrible in them situations. I just stood there like a useless lump, just like, what do I do? And I was just there saying the prayer. I know it's bad, but I don't know the prayer. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to play with my camera.
Just watch. Just watch.
But yeah, that was honestly crazy. But moving on from Halloween, it's Christmas now.
It's Christmas.
It is very Christmassy. Kind of blanket. And the Christmas jumper. I've got a Christmas jumper. I should have worn it.
Yeah, I have about 15 of these sort of things.
I want to get some Christmas hats as well. Like 5 Christmas hats.
There's a turkey, upside down turkey one you should get. Think
Oh
of
my
Friends.
God, yeah.
Friends.
They're taking it
Joey
off
Tribble.
Netflix.
Why?
I don't know. It says leaving soon on Friends.
Oh.
How sad is that?
Very sad.
I've never watched it properly, but I've like seen bits of it. I know. I remember because I was either going to watch that or Big Bang Theory, and I picked Big Bang Theory, and then I got fascinated on that for like 3 years.
So Gen Z.
I know, but I do like Friends. Like, there is funny bits in it. I like the sarcastic one. Is it Joey?
Chandler.
I think he's funny, and the way they all go on, like there is funny clips with some on TikTok, but I've never sat down and watched it properly. I know, it's disgusting.
How many times have you watched Once Upon a Time series?
Exactly, and do you know how long did it take me to watch that?
About 3 days, 4 days.
No, as in like convinced to watch it.
Oh, I think you was about 8 when I first started telling you about it.
That's what I mean, because I remember you watching it, and I remember because I think the first ever episode I watched with you there was, obviously when I was little, it was like foggy. It was the Pinocchio episode.
Yeah.
So happy I didn't pay that much attention.
It took you 10 years.
Yeah.
I tried convincing you at 8 years old, 2 years before I left home, to watch Once Upon a Time.
I know, but I'm so happy I waited because when I'm older, I enjoyed it, and I got to take notes of everything. Well, as in, like, I picked up on things. I knew what to look out for, and honestly, it's one of the best shows I've watched this year.
I know. I watched it before you.
I know. Like
I watched it as it came
so
out,
good.
Episode by episode,
week
by week by week by week, when it was on Channel 5.
Was it true there was a 1.5 year wait between season 1 and 2?
Yes.
I could not have waited that long.
Gen Z generation.
No, genuine. I'm so happy I had it all there. I absolutely loved watching Once Upon a Time for the first time, and I will watch it until the day that I die. That is honestly such a good program, and I'm going to say this, and you're going to get upset over it. Season 7's overhated.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is because it's weaker than the other seasons. The evil queen Regina carries the whole season.
SpongeBob fell.
Oh, Regina being there carries the whole season, and Zelina comes
Ronnie?
into it. Or Ronnie. There is spoiler talk, but it's been out for ages. Zelina and Regina, she ain't Ronnie, she's Regina. Them two carried that whole season. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Cinderella storyline because it's like been done, and I'd get the multiverse and Doctor Strange portals and all that, but no. Henry, I nearly called him Ben. Henry, he grew on me as the season went on, the older one, but I couldn't.
From seasons 1 to 6, Henry was the best, but season 7, who's this lanky bloke?
No, genuinely, that they should have kept it as Henry.
But then the OG Henry was right.
See, that's what confused me.
The OG Henry was literally there with the new Henry, and I just was not vibing. Not vibing. And did you see the ending? Like, this bit cheesed me off with a passion.
What bit?
When Emma come running in, sorry I'm late, and there's Hook with a cork on his hook, holding a friggin' doll.
The best episodes in that season was the Rumpel and Belle episode.
I agree. I will give you that. But that's only because it carried the original series sort of vibes in that episode.
Exactly. But the last 2 episodes, because the last 2 episodes to me was the only ones that felt like Once Upon a Time. And that's what I've got. Yeah, Regina didn't needed to be crowned a good queen, but she did, full circle, whatever. Them last 2 episodes are the only episodes that it felt like Once Upon a Time to me.
Nah, I even felt them 2 episodes were
because
really unnecessary.
They
I feel like they could have got that episode with Golden Bell. I really feel like they could have incorporated that into the last season.
Yeah, and just had them 3 episodes.
Exactly. I mean, like, I don't think it's overhated. I think it's not hated enough. Honestly, that one season.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
That one last season, that season 7, is so bad, it's unwatchable. The first 6 seasons are amazing. That last season,
I wouldn't say it's unwatchable. Like the Alice
Every
storyline.
time I go back to rewatch Once Upon a Time, I avoid season 7.
See, I'm kind of being a hypocrite here because I finished season 6 the other day for the second time, and I haven't started watching season 7 yet.
Exactly. Like if
But
it was that good, you would have watched
exactly,
it. So it's
exactly.
not overhated.
It's not, but there's certain elements that I like the Alice storyline. She was quite cool. I didn't like how it was the
Yeah,
hook
but
from
then
the Wish world.
there is literally another series on Disney Plus with Once Upon a Time in Wonderland or something.
Yeah, and that was a different Alice, wasn't it? Once again.
Yeah, which is why I pay no attention to the season 7 one and just focus on the bits that I'm actually interested in.
No, I do get it. I do get why people didn't like it, but the 2 final episodes and the Rumple and Bell episodes saved it. For me, it did because I think it actually had a really good ending. Ignoring because it's sort of
That 20-minute scene of Belle and Gold was the only 20 minutes that was even worth watching in
so you
season
don't
7.
think that ending was good?
No.
See, I think the ending saved it. Like the fact that all the realms got put together, and
What with new Henry, old Henry?
see that bit, I felt a bit
And
weird
if they
about.
did age, like if Henry did age from going off to college at the beginning as a teenager and being a grown ass man at the end with a kid, how come Emma didn't age? She's been living in the real world and she's got a kid. She would
That's
probably be in her 40s at this point and still looking like she's 28 with a new baby.
that's because I'm going to try and make a headcanon here. Like, look how Snow and Charming didn't age properly, but that was because they was under the curse, wasn't it? Or was it?
They were under a curse
And
pretty
was
much throughout 28 years.
and they didn't age in the curse, did they?
They were literally the same age as Emma.
Yeah, because she give birth, but as soon as she give birth, they went under the curse.
Yeah.
And I saw a thing as well. People hate on Snow White.
No, no, I will not have
I
that.
I won't have it. I love Snow White. Snow White and Charming. If I don't have that when I'm older, nah. But she went through. The things like is it like depression? When you have the baby and all.
Postnatal depression.
She was in that for 28 years, and do you know what I mean?
In technically speaking, it wasn't 28 years because in her mind it was like she's a princess here. Zip, she's a teacher there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily 28 years. You're talking to a mum here, Bill.
I suppose, yeah. But when she come out of the curse, she would have felt it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
So I think Snow White's much stronger than people make her out to be,
Mm-hmm.
and she is one of my favourite characters in it.
Yeah, true.
But of course, Regina, she is the best character. It's for me. She's her between her and Emma. I would have to pick Regina.
I will give you that. Like the first season, you've really got to learn how to love Regina.
Yeah.
Second, third, no. Second, you're liking her. Third season, you're loving her. Fourth, fifth, and sixth, you're in love with her. I get that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that's why I loved her so much because she went from being the evil queen to Regina.
Yes.
That to me, it was so good.
Which is why being crowned the good queen was really not necessary.
Yeah, because it kind of she didn't want to be queen.
I think she would have been happy with just being mayor.
Exactly. So she didn't need to be queen, but I think it's a full circle moment, and they kind of done that to show that it is rounding off.
Mm.
So like she went from the evil queen, and then the place where she walked in and done that weird fast walk thing. In the first episode when she like walks really fast but really slow at the same time.
Yeah.
So for it to happen at the end of in that room,
The time when that episode came out, I think they were doing that predominantly in every film. Like they did that in the Twilight movies.
yeah, and because it's the Twilight walk in it when they do like that weird little
Yeah.
yeah. But no, they need to make more Once Upon a Time. And the actor who plays Snow White said she's down for it, and Regina. And they're all still doing stuff. Emma, the actor who plays Emma, was in a thing recently. I think she played a lawyer or something.
Mm-hmm. You know, she was in House.
What's that? What's House? What is House?
Oh my god, this Gen Z generation people.
Oh my god. Well, either way, they need to
look up House, please.
I will look up House.
Thank you.
They need to make just one more film. I know they don't need to, but if they figure out a story where they can, hurry up and do it because they're not getting any younger. Like that, like, I don't want. If one of them goes, this is so morbid. But if one of them goes, they can't make another one.
How would they make it though? Would they be in the real world or would they be in the Enchanted Forest?
Well, they've moved everything to the Enchanted Forest, so they're out of the real world now.
So
So
what happened to Storybrooke?
it got put over to the Enchanted Forest. It's like all the like, is it Arendelle? Arendelle's there. They got Neverland's there.
Kingdom of Hearts.
Kingdom of Hyperion Heights was there.
What?
Hyperion Heights from season 7.
Oh.
Storybrooke, Evil Queen's Castle, Snow White's Castle, whatever it was. They all ended up in one spot. So I think it should all take place there, and they should do more with the magic side.
I agree. I would love to see a new season of Once Upon a Time.
Or even if it's just a film. I don't know if they could do another season.
Probably not, but they should do a film, yeah.
100%, I'm here for it. So hurry up and make it.
Like Prince Neil all grown up.
Exactly. So don't you think that was a bit weird that they named him after Neil?
Yeah. Here, Emma, here's your baby brother, but we're naming him after your dead baby daddy.
Which also to them, if they looked at it,
But
Neil wasn't the best partner.
His real name was Balefire.
Balefire. And you heard them decide, do we call him Neil or Balefire? Like when they was walking in the stroller. But I think it's a bit odd that they named him Neil.
Yeah.
Like they could have named him.
They only done that to please Emma.
They should have named him Graham or something after Imu died.
Yeah, but he didn't bring a lot to the table with Emma.
No,
anyway.
but he saved Snow White, which would have made more sense.
I get that, but
yeah, but it's not Emma's child, so it's their child.
Well, think about that from Charman's point of view. Was he going to name his kid after a man that saved his wife?
Who?
Graham?
Oh, Graham. Well, yeah, to honour him.
He didn't know him.
Well, Snow did.
Yeah, but
it's better than Neil. I don't think that baby should have been called Neil.
What about Hercules? She got off of him when she was a teenager and all.
No, because that's an ex. Graham wasn't an ex. He full on saved her. So it makes sense why they would name the child him.
Yeah, but he did attempt to kill her too.
Yeah, but then he didn't. And then he saved her. And then he helped Charming get out of the castle.
Okay.
So that's what I think anyway. Once Upon a Time, go and watch it. I can't really just sat and spread the love for Once Upon a Time, but go and watch it. It's a really good show. Wanted to talk to you about on here was your TikTok. So obviously, like, you're gonna, well, it's up to you if you put clips on this on your TikTok as well.
Yeah.
But you done a content switch up.
I did.
Not too long ago. So
I did a couple of months back now.
Now it's more focused on books and book talk.
Yes.
And before that, it was
predominantly about autism awareness and so on and so forth.
And I just wanted to ask if you wanted to say more, because you said in the video, but you didn't say too much on why you switched.
Okay.
Right. And I feel like this is a good chance to get what you want off your chest.
Okay. Like I said, I spent a good 3 or 4 years on my TikTok just talking about autism awareness. I have 2 severely autistic nonverbal children, Teddy and Ruben, and I just went through my entire TikTok journey, sharing their milestones, helping them with their goals, making awareness about how nonverbal autistic kids communicate in a way, or at least how my kids communicate.
And it was such a positive page as well.
Yes, it was all about positivity, but there are a lot of haters out there.
Yeah.
You get some autistic people, like for example, I'm a low-level autistic woman.
Yeah.
I have autism, but it's not as severe as my kids are. I wasn't diagnosed until I was 31.
Yeah.
Now, there are some autistic people out there who got their diagnoses very, very young, but they are no different right now to how I am.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere on TikTok. These sort of autistic people, a lot of people call them the shiny autistics.
The shiny autistics.
Yes, and they're saying they can do this, they can do that. Autism is not a disability. Yeah.
Right.
And then you got people like me who are raising autistic children who hurt themselves to the point they're bleeding, who cannot tell you if they're hungry, cannot tell you if they're cold, scared, cannot tell you if they're in pain. Like, there isn't this lady on TikTok, I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now, but she has a little brother named Owen. He is severely autistic as well. He's in his 20s, he's nonverbal, and this was a while back, but he lost his sight and he was acting out and so on. I don't know the full story on it. You'll have to background check that.
Mm-hmm.
But no one knew that he lost his sight for the longest time because he was unable to tell people that. Now, what upsets the shiny autistics is they don't want to be associated with autistic people like my children who are not potty trained, who may never be potty trained, who need round the clock care. And there's also the same sort of autistic, shiny autistic people who want the same amount of care as my children. Like, they think autism is equal. They believe that all autistic people are the same, so they should all get the same amount of care. Like, there are some people out there who have autism the same as I do, but they think they're entitled to the same amount of care as what my children get.
Right. That's baffling.
Yeah.
Like, quite. That's right. Hell, that's a lot. So they think they're entitled to as much care as, say, Teddy and Ruben
Everything
would get.
that my children get care-wise.
Yeah.
Everything. What they get, their physical therapy, their occupational therapy, their speech therapy, you name it, every type of care that my kids get, they believe they're entitled to it because autism is equal, but it's not.
No.
And at the same time, they want that care, but they refuse to acknowledge that autism is a disability to require that care.
I'm going to say they want the care, but don't want to be associated.
No, they do not want to be associated, which I have had so much abuse from people going on at me saying, like, I put up what my pediatrician said. I've got, like I said, I've got 2 autistic children and I have autism as well. So I carry the autism gene. They said the fact that you have 2 autistic children now and you're autistic, if you had a 3rd child, then there's more than an 80% chance that that child will be autistic. To me, them odds are not good enough. So I was explaining that, and then I had people somewhere on TikTok saying, oh, you'll have another kid, you'll just milk the system for all it's worth. I gave up my actual career.
Yeah.
I worked hard to get my degree. I gave up both of my jobs to stay at home to provide for my kids. I am not going to be able to do 2 wheelchairs and a pushchair and dealing with my 2 boys, who I don't know if they'll be talking or not when they're older, and then a newborn. I'm not going to do that. But the fact that this woman had the barefaced cheek to say, oh, you'll have another kid. You'll have another one.
That is actually mad.
Pass me my phone. I'll read out some of the comments that I've actually received. This is crazy. Even though I don't post personal information about my kids anymore, I still like to post autism awareness, adverts, snippets of information, and so on and so forth. And in one particular video, I posted this. Let me get it. It's about this man who was diagnosed with autism when he was older, and he had an autistic child. And because she didn't eat her dinner one day, this one said, is she still being naughty? And he's like, she's not naughty, she's autistic.
Yeah.
And this person was like, let me read it. You say this child isn't being naughty and they're autistic. That's okay. But where do we draw the line of them being actually naughty? Why is everything now labeled as autism?
Wow.
I need to state this before I go any further. Autism is not a label.
No.
Like, have you got one? That is a label.
Yeah.
That is not
it's either. It's like going around with a print on your
exactly.
head. Sort of
that is not my children.
No.
This is not my children. Autism is a diagnosis. I had to go through sight tests with my kids. I had to go through hearing tests with my kids to make sure that they weren't deaf, to make sure they weren't blind, to make. I had to go through so many processes of elimination. Can my kids put a bead in a box and try and work out how to get the bead out of the box?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to go through so many tests And people just think because my children have autism, they think I wanted to put a label on it. They think I wanted to label my kids. Do you know how hard it is to go through it not once, but twice?
That is mad.
I have cried more tears than I can even. My kids sleep about 2 hours a night. Do you think I'm just going to say, oh, yeah, they're autistic because they're not sleeping? No way would I do that. No way.
That is mad. Yeah, because no matter how much positive, like you're putting on TikTok or like awareness, you're always going to get them people. Oh, like,
There's
you're doing it for
always
clout.
someone. There's
You're doing it
always
for this. You're doing
someone.
it for that, and it is disgusting because you'll find it's normally them people that would do it for clout or
Oh, yeah, definitely.
do it for that. When I've even had this conversation with Clint because you started this account a few years ago.
In 2021, I started this account.
And I remember asking, "Oh, do you get paid for your videos?"
No.
And you you looked at me and said, "Bill, I don't care if I do or don't. I don't. You don't want it."
I don't want the money
I
for
remember you
spending
saying
for getting a message out there so people are aware of
exactly.
children like mine.
Yeah,
I don't want money to do that.
I remember the day you said that. Like it is mad how people would come in and I've seen the comments. Right? I've looked through the comments before, and it is disgusting what they say, especially about. I've said it's horrible to say, but they've said horrible things about Teddy and Ruben, and
We've seen
it gets me so angry because obviously, like, that's for children. That's my nephews. Like, why? What gives them the right to say all these things about these innocent children?
Yeah, I mean, like they're 8 and 4. They don't.
Exactly.
They didn't ask to be this way. They didn't set out to be this way.
And even like no children should get hit like that on the internet, but obviously, like it's going to hit harder because it's your children as my nephews, and it makes me so angry that people think it's all right to do that.
Like one of my friends, she posted a video a couple of years back. Her son needed to go for an eye exam,
Mm.
and asking Teddy to sit in a it's not going to happen, is it? But this little boy wasn't as severe, but he still was uncomfortable. He was overwhelmed, and there was this old woman with big old Deirdre glasses on, saying, "I think you have an ill-behaved child. He's very noisy." He didn't. He can't help it.
No.
And they're just so rude about it. It's sickening. Honestly, it's sickening.
There is some disgusting people out there, and even so, you should never comment on things like that in public. Like when it comes, oh, I think your child's not. I think this and that. You don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Like there's hidden disabilities as well.
Exactly. They don't call it hidden disabilities for nothing. But the way people just assume that autism is another word for bad behavior, it honestly makes me sick. I mean, like there was a video last year, and I actually cried myself to sleep over it about I'm not going to say any names because I don't know how the courts and all this is going, but this still sticks out in my mind. Last year there was this little boy. He was 9. He was autistic. He just wanted to go make friends with these teenagers. He thought they looked cool. He wanted to go make friends. There was this girl. He basically pummeled this boy just because he wanted to go and play with her. But in his mind, these people look cool.
Yeah.
But she did things that I can't even mention. It actually get me choked up now thinking about it. But the videos that are on the internet of what this girl did to this little boy and the way he is screaming for her to stop, and I'm thinking that could have been my boy.
Yeah. No, it is. There are some spiteful people out there, and it is disgusting.
So the reason I came away from that side of my TikTok account is because I just could not take people like I've got a friend Laura. She's an autism mum. She's on TikTok, and to help her older child, he's 21, I think. 20. He's in his early 20s, but he's also severely autistic, level 3 autism. So in order for him to help understand the world, she built like a little shop in her thing. Like if he wants crisps, if he wants TVs, if he wants computer games, if he wants Pokemon cards, they're all in there. And she's brought him some Monopoly money, sort of, in a way, fake money. So in order for him to get some independent skills, she's put all these prices on these things if he wants them. So he goes to his closet and he gets this Monopoly money, and he counts out what he needs to buy to teach him some independent skills. Yeah. And the hate that this woman has got
But what? That's such a positive good thing. Why is that? Why would that in any way get hate?
I have no idea.
How could you get hate for that?
I have no idea, but people are vicious. And then you've got people, other autistic people, who say that parents of autistic children are not welcome into the community, into the autism community.
And why is that?
Because they're not autistic, they don't understand their kids. So apparently, a complete stranger
Knows their own child better.
This is the way I say it. A complete stranger who has never met my children, has a different type of autism to my children, knows my children better than me because they're autistic. And when I tell them that I'm autistic, oh, but you're still a parent, you'll never fully understand.
That is so confused. That is mad.
Honestly,
the fact that you can even put that in a sentence together, that does not make sense.
I swear, I got that. Me and another friend, Trina, and my friend Kate, we all got these sort of comments.
That is baffling. How can
and then you get my friend Kate, this was way back when I first met her. She did like a reenactment of what her son does. He's like Teddy in a way.
Yeah.
She just made a joke video of herself sitting outside the bedroom door. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was playing. He was just doing that. And someone made like a stitch of it, basically saying that she is mocking the autism community.
Do you know what? I think
But when you have autistic children, severely autistic children,
yeah,
my life is inside my house. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't get to go out and socialize. So we try to make light-hearted things about our life.
yeah,
And she got so much hate for that, and I could not stand it. Like this girl now, I will say I've never met her in person, but she has been literally my best friend for the best part of 4 years now. She lives in Wales. Like I said, I've never met her, and I've never met so many other autism mums. But us autism mums, we kind of come together because we get each other. We get what each other is going through. We get our kids. There is no judgment there. But it's like a complete stranger who has autism sees a video and thinks they're the gatekeeper towards autism. Like they own autism, and if our kids are autistic, we got to ask them their permission. If our kids can do this, then our kids can do that.
That's so sad that that autism community is so separated.
It is. It really is.
When
but
it shouldn't
then
be.
The same people blame the autism parents for it being that way.
That is crazy. I'm speechless on that.
And then I've got people saying that I can't speak for Teddy. That I can't speak for Ruben.
But you're the best. This is what baffles me, because you are the best person that understands your children.
Exactly. You remember that word, understand it. I don't speak for my kids.
No.
I interpret them. Not because I'm autistic, but because I'm their mum.
You're a mother. Yeah.
I know my children inside out. I've known my children since I first felt them kicking in my belly to this second now, since they're in school.
You are my mother knows their children best.
Exactly.
And
this is how it is. And do you see how wound up you're getting? That's why I couldn't deal with it.
It's so frustrating because you can't even put into words how that clicks in people's brains.
Exactly.
To make these things up.
They are autism brains, so they do think differently. But it is so frustrating when you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments daily just for posting a tiny little snippet of your life.
One thing that I wanted to add on to that as well. So I've noticed, obviously the college I go to, I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah.
But you hear, I notice it, and I don't know how this is going to come off. I don't know how bad this is going to sound.
Mm-hmm.
So you can explain this to me.
Okay.
I would say a lot of this generation, or my generation and one after that,
Gen Z.
And this sounds really bad, there's people out there, not all of them, there's people out there that play on it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I got really scared to say that then. So they will say, oh no, but I've got autism. When so they what? Clearly, or when they, when they...
So what? Just because you have autism is not a get out of jail card. If you've done wrong, that's not because of autism. I will say that's because you're being a bit of a
yeah.
Keep that out.
Yeah.
If you're being a head, own it. You can't say that's autism.
or when you can clearly tell. I know there's invisible disabilities, but you can clearly tell they're just saying, "No, nah, but I have autism, mate."
I've got autism. I'm a grown woman, though. Does that mean I can do whatever I want and get away with it just because I have autism? No. I have
Exactly.
responsibilities. I have duties. I have morals. I'm not going to go to a random person in the street who is dressing quirky and stuff like that. And just because I don't like the style doesn't mean I'm going to go up there. I'm still a nice person at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, that is exactly my point.
Like, if you do that and say you're and say, oh, I'm autistic. Please remember, being autistic does not give you a get out of jail card. It does not work like that.
That's what they think it is, though. Cause it's like they use it. It's like, oh, but I'm autistic. When they're talking, you look at them. It's like you can't say nothing to them. Yeah, because you can come off as so wrong.
That annoys the life out of me.
And it's their easy. Oh, I'm done with this. I'm autistic. I've literally seen it, but happen in front of my eyes before, and I was like, you can't say anything because it makes you look bad. But you know what's going on.
Exactly. And that's what they like. And this is what a lot of these people, the ones who come after me and other autism parents, that is what they like to do.
Yeah.
They think because they're autistic, they can say what they want.
Exactly.
And be like, I own autism. I can say what I want. And if you say anything back, are you really going to come after a minor autistic
that's
person,
what I mean.
an underage autistic person? What's an underage autistic person doing? Sticking their nose in adults talk.
There you go. That is my exact point. Or do you know what else annoys me? When people go and say like, "Oh, everyone's got a bit of autism."
If people are saying that,
amount of times I've heard that.
Does that mean all autistic people are neurotypical, meaning non-autistic? My kids will never be like that.
No.
Like, I will say this, it hurts me to say it, but I'm prepared for it. Odds are my kids will never get a job. My kids will never get girlfriends. My kids will never go to work. My kids will never drive a car. I will probably never be a grandmother. I accept that. To say that everyone's a bit autistic,
it is so.
That honestly, it feels like cogs grinding against each other in my stomach when I hear that. That is not true. It infuriates me. And then you get people saying, "Oh, starve him for a week. He'll eat when he's hungry." My kids will literally starve. If I give them a plate of vegetables over a plate of chicken nuggets, I don't care if it's not healthy. If my kids are eating, my kids are eating.
Exactly.
I am not going to starve my kids to make other people feel like, yeah, told you so. No, I'm not going to do that.
No, that is mad.
Or when someone says, "Oh, give him to me for a week. We can sort him out." Oh, he's 18 now. It's time he grew up, don't he? And I'm like, I am going to say it. You remember how I was as a teenager?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was unheard of. And people were like, "Oh, you're a bit babyish for this age, aren't you?" And all this and that lot. Do you remember?
I do.
Yeah. So, and another thing with some autistic people, they hold a grudge against their parents, which is why they have this hate for parents of autistic people. I don't do that because, like I said, I was diagnosed at 31. If I didn't know I was autistic before I was 31, if my mum didn't know I was autistic as a child, like, because in the 90s, autism was a boys' thing.
Really?
Apparently. Apparently.
Yeah, I heard of that actually. I'm not. Yeah, that is not the first time I've heard that.
Autism was not understood, and when it was, from what it was understood back in the days in the 90s, way before you were born, people said it was only a boy thing. Yeah. Girls could not get autism. Bull. Bull.
Genuine bullshit.
Yeah.
That is mad. No, it's because I remember when I saw you change your TikTok. And I get why you done it. Like it's a horrible thing to keep having to put up with. Do you think you'd ever go back to that old page?
Like I said, I will keep on sharing autism awareness because at the end of the day, I am trying to educate some people that just because he's different doesn't mean he's less of a person. Like, my kids are severely autistic.
Yeah.
They're never going to be like your average Joe Blogs. But just because they're not going to be like that doesn't mean they're less of a person to be ignored.
Exactly. No.
Like, in this, I can say this right now. My kids are 8 and 4. They've never been invited to a party, ever.
No.
They've had parties. Granted, they have been at SEND, special educational needs places. No one's ever come.
No, it's wicked, isn't it? Like, no, genuinely, now that you say it.
Like, my kids get ignored. Every which way forth about it. My kids truly get ignored. Like, my kids don't get invited out to go somewhere. My kids don't get invited to, like, say for example, when we go to weddings or things like that. My kids don't ask to get if they come.
No.
No one checks on me and my kids.
No,
no one does it. Compared to neurotypical kids, my kids are ignored.
Yeah, and then it shouldn't be like that. It's disgusting because they're kids at the end of the day.
Exactly. And then you've got, this is another thing that gets me. Oh, this one. My kids have got the sunflower lanyards, stating all their disabilities and so on and so forth. One day I went out and Teddy didn't have his lanyard on, and Teddy was being Teddy. And I actually heard something from someone. You need to make him be quiet. And I was like, excuse me? He's being very loud and very disruptive. And I was like, he's autistic. He's nonverbal. He's doing what he can to communicate.
Yeah.
And they said, well, why haven't you got a lanyard on him? I'm sorry, but why does my child need to wear the basic?
Why does he have to be? Yeah.
Why do I need to put a basic dog collar on my children in order for strangers just to be a little bit understanding?
Exactly. Like
he's in a wheelchair, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's hard to put into words.
You feel that frustration, which is why I could not do my TikToks like that anymore.
No, and it is so understandable.
But then it's so time consuming because you got all these people sending these comments, nasty comments, and you want to reply back. But then you're at risk for losing your account for saying anything back to them.
That's one thing, and I'll put this on TikTok for you TikTok to hear, calling them out. It can be a toxic platform.
It can be, yeah.
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but I will say that I have made lifelong friends, like my friend Kate, my friend Melissa, my friend Trina. I have made so many lifelong friends thanks to TikTok and the autism parent community. But the young autistic people are really trying to rip every bit of good that the previous generation has done and claim it for themselves. Like they say, not that we have it in this country, my kids don't have it, but ABA therapy. I don't fully understand it because, like I said, it's not something we have in this country, but it's something that I would say would help me if I knew about it at the time, would help my kids. People saying it's abuse. It's not abuse.
No.
Because someone didn't like it, someone didn't react to it, and then you get videos like of, let me get it up. This is just stating what autism is.
Yeah.
Autism is genetic. Autism is a disability. It's a lifelong condition. It's unique. It's a variation from person to person. No two autistic people are the same.
No.
Like, think of Ruben and Teddy. They both have severe autism, but neither one.
No.
Even though they're brothers, neither one of them, they're not the same as each other.
No.
They have two different things. And the comments that I've got on here, let me pick a couple out. Like this one. Looking for lies to support a lie. Someone saying that everything that I've said, the facts that I've just said, is a lie. This is another thing that gets me, is when people say autism is a superpower. Autism is not a superpower. Like, this one says, his autism is a superpower because just like many heroes, his brain works differently. That's not what a superpower is.
No.
Like, being really good at a certain subject doesn't mean you have superhuman abilities. Like, my kids, like I said, my kids hurt themselves. My kids go 3 days without sleeping. My kids can be overwhelmed going outside. You're telling me that's a superpower? My kids are nonverbal. They can't put what's in their brain out into words or sign language or text or pictures. My kids have no functional way of communicating. And for someone to say that this person says autism is a superpower, you're basically infantilizing autism to make your average Joe Blogs understand it.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
One thing I will say about Ted, he's very photogenic.
Oh yes, he's very handsome, right? This one.
Yeah.
So I made a video a few years back just stating that Teddy was diagnosed with autism. And this particular person made a comment saying that I caused it, saying that I took stuff what I shouldn't when I was having him, or when I got him vaccinated, right? And they said, whatever makes you feel better, even though it's all based off a lie. So you just don't make yourself feel bad for what you did. And I put, what I did was give birth to two beautiful boys that were born healthy, but with autism. The autism that I passed down to them. Because autism is genetic, and people refuse that. And they still blame the vaccine. And right now, in 2025, on this side of the 21st century, vaccines are at an all-time low. Measles is on the rise. Everything is on the rise because people refuse to vaccinate their kids because they have this constant fear, this ignorant, blind fear that autism is caused by vaccines.
I've never understood that.
Because the man who first said it admitted he lied about it. Dr. Andrew Wakefield. He studied 22 kids and said, yeah, these ones are autistic because they had the vaccines. And then he later admitted that he made it up. This was when I was a kid. And because he scared so many people, back in the early 90s, so many people did not vaccinate their kids out of fear their kids would get autism. Like autism is in a little vial that's just been waiting to be injected in.
I was going to say, like...
Yeah. So at that point, autism diagnoses were still happening, even though the vaccines were on the rise. But measles and all that stuff was going up. That was on the rise. And it baffled me that people still to this day in 2025 would rather have a kid rather than an autistic kid because they cannot risk the fear of the vaccines.
That's mad.
It's sickening. It is so
it's
sickening.
so hard to put into words what I think of this because like it's just baffling.
It is. It truly is. So then I made a video recently. It kind of upset a couple of people, but I really couldn't care less because it makes my kids feel good. Santa has autism.
I saw this, yeah.
And I'll prove it because these are my kids' basic traits. He wears the same clothes year in, year out.
Yeah.
Do my kids not wear the same sort of clothes every single day? Now, I made this for fun. This is not just facts. This is just my opinion on what I think. His favourite fruits are simple, bland, crunchy chocolate chip cookies, for example.
Yeah.
My kids have predominantly, apart from Ruben, who loves his vegetables, my kids have a predominantly beige diet. That's not a bad thing. They're still fed.
Yeah.
Let me go to this next one. He stuck to the same routine for hundreds of years. My kids thrive off of routine.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed anything.
But saying this though isn't a bad thing.
He avoids social interaction. My kids get overwhelmed in crowds. Like I can't take my kids to the Christmas markets or anything like that. They hate it.
That's what I mean though. Like if people get upset over this, it's more likely the same people that get upset when they say Father Christmas was black.
So what if he was?
Exactly. There's so many interpretations of Santa, Father Christmas, Nick, whatever his name is. It doesn't matter. It's still at the end of the day, Father Christmas. If it's a bit of fun,
but then you
happy.
get the new age parents now who are like, oh, I'm not letting my kids sit on Santa's lap, personal space, stranger danger, and all that lot. And I'm like, for real? Why have you got to make it weird?
No, genuinely.
But literally, you're Santa, kids on your lap. I'm parent.
Yeah.
I would not be any further, and I would be documented it. You know, mums do.
This is what I'm saying.
Mums do. Why make it weird? Why not? And then you get the other thing. This one irritates me to my very being. Is when parents want credit for giving their kids Christmas presents. That irritates the life out of me. Oh, I worked hard all year. So did every other parent.
That's the point of being a parent. Right?
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
Done your job. Well done.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, he wanted a PS5, so I worked hard to get him a PS5.
As you should. You're a parent.
Right. I have a structure of how I raise my kids.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to be influenced by the 21st century.
No.
This is why I no longer show my kids' faces on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or on TikTok or anything like that. I don't do it because I don't want my kids influenced by the sort of thing, the duck face, the outfits, I don't want my kids growing up that way. I like my kids to go out and play in the mud. I like my kids to go and play with toys. Like, I've got Teddy a pod swing for Christmas. I've got Ruben wooden trains. I've got him race car tracks. I believe in giving kids toys rather than a designer handbag at 12 years old, or like, these are most outrageous things that kids do not need.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I want to keep childhood innocence for as long as possible, because if you don't, you get the people that are coming.
That is such a true thing, because I saw on TikTok, I've made it clear, like on my TikTok repost, whatever, I can't wait to have a child. I really can't. But
Okay.
I saw on TikTok, someone said about how it's really, he was like, keep in mind, I don't have children, but I think it's weird how a child would call their mum mummy and daddy.
Huh?
Yeah. And watching this, keep in mind, I'm 18. I ain't got no child. Yeah.
For another 100 years.
Yeah. Well, I say Sarah Jane's my child, but adopted child.
She's your niece.
She's my adopted child. My
Okay.
practice child.
How many years younger is she than you?
5.
5, yeah.
The math don't add up, but she just spawned in one day.
Yeah.
So I was watching this video, and I could not believe what they were saying, because as a child, or when I want a child, I want them to call mummy and daddy as long as they can.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what a child does.
Think about it this way. My boys are 8 and 4. Do you know how many times they've called me mummy?
None.
Never.
No.
I don't get mum, mummy. I don't get any of that.
Yeah. No, I know. They have their own ways of showing
They
it to you,
they do. Like, Teddy, his thing is kiss my thumb.
Yeah.
I've got to kiss Teddy's thumb. Ruben, what's his thing? He likes to sit, like, if we're sat on the sofa, he likes to sit here, and he plays with my fingernail. That's how he does it.
But you just proved the point there. Like, a mother knowing their own children best, no matter what. You know what that means.
Yeah.
And you take that, and no one else would know what that meant. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly that. Like, if Teddy walked in right now and he took your socks off,
yeah.
Do you know what that would mean?
No.
He wants you to sit down so we can snuggle up and watch TV with you.
And only you and Ashley would know that.
Exactly. But a stranger from God knows where who happens to have autism, bear in mind it's not the same autism as my children, thinks they know and understand my kids better than I do.
That's
just
crazy.
because I'm the parent.
They need sort of lifestyle. That's the only way I can describe to them. Whether you go back to that old TikTok account or not, definitely.
No, I'm sticking to my books, because honestly, I want some of these modern day kids to take a step back. Because to me, when I was a kid, it was VHS tapes or DVDs. I'm not that old, but when I wasn't doing either one of them, I was obsessed with books, mate. Come on, mate. Books are honestly so underrated. And right now, I believe in 2025, books are up being sold higher. But the thing that annoys me, and I'm guilty of it, people only know about books through social media, and it irritates me so much.
They think it's a really good looking trend to post you reading a picture on Instagram, or like put it on TikTok.
Yeah, not all of them actually read the book.
Exactly. That's what, if you read the book, valid, do it.
Yeah.
But they'll just pose with a book like, right, put it back now.
No.
Yeah, like, it's so. I'll admit, I don't read as much as I should, but I read. Okay.
I know.
I don't. Oh, yeah, I should.
How many
read
books
more.
do you own?
Right now, I think I'm not even 90. I think I own. That's not in the cupboard. 3.
Oh.
I own Wicked, which is up there. Really good read. Really different to the films. Do not let your kids read it. I think I've got an Alien book up there, which I read, which was quite interesting. I read that for research when writing my book. The last book I read was a Loki book. Loki, God of Mischief. It was a Marvel book based off of the Marvel Loki. Those were the last 3 books that I read. My most recent one being Wicked.
What was the most recent book I read? I read The Secret Garden. I read the Jane Eyre collection. I read what was it called? The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I've been reading the Dream Harbor series. I read Black Beauty, and all in all, I think I've got 219 books.
Starting to wrap it up there. I think this episode, I wanted you to talk about your autism page. Well, now book talk page, but I wanted you to like get it off your chest because it felt like if you posted this on your account, you're like, obviously you've got backup, like you've got all your friends that you made.
Yeah.
But to them you're so easy to come to because they can put their comments on. To them that it won't feel like nothing, but to you would take it in and you would read it.
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah.
So I think actually be able to say all this on a longer video.
Yeah.
And you can take many clips as you want and post it on there. Because I'm making sure to put this on TikTok. And look, and if you are one of them that did comment on that, you're not welcome on here.
No.
I don't want you anywhere near our socials because to me it's disgusting. And there's no other word for it.
There isn't. It's bullying and it's
gatekeeping.
Is
straight up bullying. And
it's gatekeeping. Like they think because they're autistic and they don't do what severely autistic people do, then they're not welcome into the autism community. They're not allowed to sit at the autistic table.
Exactly.
I'm like, keep your table.
Yeah.
I'll make my own.
Yeah, genuinely.
And I'm happy with that.
You stay over there.
I don't need certain toxicity in my life. I really don't need it.
No, definitely
like I said,
not.
I've got 2 boys that keep my hands full at the best of times, and I don't need any drama.
No.
Which is why I live a very bliss life in my house, just me and my books.
Exactly.
And my boys.
So,
Chilling
honestly,
out.
non-censored. Go fuck yourself. There you go. I'll censor words on TikTok. I'm not uncensoring that. I'm censoring that. There you go. Have it.
Then what are you going to do if you get some hate comments on this video?
Well, if it's about that, fuck them. I'm one of them. If it's as long as it's nothing to do with anything else, I don't care. I actually, I've only ever got one hate comment on there. It wasn't a hate comment. It was a really weird comment directed to Sarah Jane.
No, I don't.
And I'm just going to tell you how I handled it because this is another point for TikTok. When I commented back, not on the podcast account, I commented back on my account. My comment got deleted, but theirs didn't.
Exactly. That's how it is with a lot of how the autistic people can come for autism parents, but if autism parents stand up for them, they get. Yeah.
And obviously that was a risk starting this podcast with a 30.
Yeah.
So what I done, I just deleted it and blocked the account.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that on there.
Yeah, I don't want to get sucked into the drama. So now when it comes to negative comments, I just tend to block them before I react to them.
Because it's best to do that because then that way you're not giving them what they want either.
I will come back again.
Yeah, well, thanks for doing this episode. It was so good. Like I loved it. We got to talk about loads of things. Once upon a time, finally.
Yeah.
And spread autism awareness. If you don't like
autism awareness. No two autistic people are the same. There are 3 levels of autism. I'm one of them. I'm on the lower end. My kids, they're on the higher end because they are severely autistic. And then you get people in the middle. No one is more important than someone else, but someone else needs more needs than somebody else.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Sorted.
This episode 6 of the YUPPOSCAST.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. Right. Bye.